I was raised on cornbread. We had an old wringer washing machine. Soup beans on the table at least 5 days away. Walmart wasn't our passion. It was always a hand-me-down. Hey everybody, Jeb over String Bean, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. If you're new here, I'll try to do the best I can to explain what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Glad you stopped in. Pull you up a seat and make yourself at home. Now, if you're returning supporter, you know the deal. You know how we roll. Come on in. Pull you up a seat. Hang out. But we're going to talk about this. And I'm behind. Yeah, I know I'm behind. I'm always behind. But show you where we're at as of right now. So stick around. Here's that. Turn your volume up. See all that work going on up there. Sound of those bees give me relief. Let's talk just a minute. Without those bees, there would be none of that beautiful candy corn growing. Huh? Now, without bees, my people call it bloom rot. Bloom rot. I'm sure there's a scientific name for it, but don't know what it is. I'll call it bloom rot like they did. That's where your plant will bloom, or your potato bloom, or corn will tassel, just wither away and come to nothing. Without those fellas right there. Now let's talk about the garden. I'll do the best I can to give you an oversight of what we're looking at. For those of you that are new here, we got 300 foot of potatoes right here. 150 foot. On the inside is Kennebecs. You got 150 foot out here. And those are Pontiacs. Kennebecs are dying off. You see the color change. They're laying down on me. That's what you want. But the Pontiacs are still growing. In fact, I see a bloom down there in the Pontiacs. Pontiacs are a little red potato. But that's what we've got down here in the lower garden. I got 400 feet in the upper garden. 200 in which are Pontiacs and 200 which are Kennebecs. Yeah. Hindsight's 2020. Mound your vine fruits. And as they begin to grow, put down a straw. That'll cease all that mess right there. But still, we've got fruit on the vine. Huh? Mushmelon. What the old timers call it. And that's what I call it. We've got 3 plants. More than enough. Keeping in mind we're in the lower garden still. We've got 600 feet of candy corn. 600 feet. I've got 400 feet of peaches and cream in the upper garden. A total of 1,000 foot. Yeah, that much corn. By hand. If you go back, I'll put in a little snippet video of me pulling weeds. It had rained. The weeds were awful. I didn't want to hoe, so I got down, pulled weeds. See these little late starters right here? Them's replants. Those are the ones that didn't come up first round. I had to do over. $600 feet of candy corn. That's a lot of corn, children. Next up, we've got 87 tomato plants, or tomato plants. We call them tomato plants. First time this year I've done the weave method. Works out pretty good. Gives me plenty of room to let them grow. Doesn't bind them. Quick wrap and you're done. Let me tell you something. Tying up 87 tomato plants is a chore. I may have to tie one more time and I'd say it'd be about it. We've got super steaks, ruckers, and better boys right here. And I've got them marked, so I know where they are. It's a lot of tomatoes. Whew. I've done the mule tape deal. Set poles. Them's about 2 foot in the ground, tamped and braced. I'm working everything back out of my tomatoes. That's what I've been doing. That's today's job. These are white half runners. I got 600 feet of white half runners down here. I got 200 feet of greasy beans, the upper garden. But today we're going to be taking this PVC pipe, easing along. I had these pulled apart just about 2 days ago. I'm setting cane poles, getting them worked up. They're already starting to cross over, as you can see. But I'll have me a path clear today. That's the plans for today, to get these beans lined out. That'll be an all-day job. We've got pepper plants. We got jalapenos growing right out there to the next set. And we got okra on the far end, doing great. We'll go around here in just a minute and I'll show you. But I'm going to put some more lattice runs of these cane poles up there on the side by side. Right down the center, let them keep climbing. And if you'll go back and look at the video, all this had fell over. Every bit of that was laying on the ground. Had a windstorm. I came along and tethered it off. And I set poles in the middle, bracing 2 foot in the ground on both sides. Works out pretty good. We've got, these are Vortex beans. And they're climbing. Oh, they're climbing. I had an issue with them Japanese beetles. But hopefully I got that took care of. Hopefully. And over here we got mystery beans. I'm not allowed to say what they are. That was one of the deals. Mystery beans are coming on strong. Come on. Looking good. I'll put some lattice on this side. That'll take care of that problem right there. Keep on climbing. Keep on climbing. I've always done my beans this way, but not to this length. My rows back then was probably about 30 feet, 40 feet tops. These are 150 foot rows. Yeah. We got our tomatoe plants, yellow and red. There's some nice pretty red ones right down here. Yep, right there. Beets, they're doing good. Beets are coming on strong now. Just let them do their thing, leave them alone. Thinned them out a little bit and got some pretty ones out there. We're going to try to pickle some beets this year. Yes, yes. You're going to weed some of this out. Maybe tomorrow. I'm supposed to pick berries tomorrow, so we'll see. Next up, we've got our cucumbers. We got 5 rows of the long improved. And we got 5 rows of the Boston picklers. We've already got, and you can see, oh my God, we've already got, I'd say, right at about 20 cucumbers out of here already. Ate them. We're gonna get a nice big one right there. See right there? There's one. We'll be making pickles. Bread and butter, dill, wedges, slices, all the good stuff. Yeah, doing nicely. Now what I'll do is I'll work in vines back over that way with a piece of PVC pipe. I don't like handling my vines. Them feeler vines is what we're talking about. Move over rubber ducky out of the way here. See them feeler vines? I'll screw them right back around that way, work them right back around that way. That's what this whole space is for. That's how come there's not anything planted over there but jalapenos right there. They're coming up. Let's see if we can get through here without buzzing up anything. Jalapenos. More jalapenos. I got jalapenos everywhere. Cabbage, cabbage. Look how big. Massive. Radishes. And they are unreal. I'd say they'll be pickled. We'll see. Whatever we decide to do with them. But they are popping the ground, as you can see. Won't hurt a thing. Radish is tough as a pine knot. We've got onions. We eat onions and eat onions and eat onions. Got onions tied up, got onions put away. And shallots. If you've not grown shallots, please do so. You'll thank me later. Even got some rhubarb growing in the garden. Looky there, look at there. Done harvested all that. Broccoli. Got some little broccolis down here growing. Wind kind of kicked this one over, but it's all right. We got broccolis, more broccolis. Yeah, we're good. All that's been harvested. And that's regrowth right there. Cabbage all the way down. Cabbage over there. I believe that's the Stoneheads right there. I believe. I have to look at the play card tag. Watermelon. I got 3 mounds. Each mound has about 5 plants or seeds. Time to put the straw down. See how it starts climbing? You put straw down, choke all this old stuff out. Kind of protects your watermelons. So that'll be a job for Saturday. I'd say you'd be putting straw down. Looking good though. I've got plenty of space for them to do whatever they want to do. That's why I didn't grow nothing here or nothing down there. I'm gonna keep this open just for those. I'll explain that in a minute for you all that's new here. And that solar light goes with that CD. And that CD. And those CDs on the moving scarecrow. And those CDs in the trees. And there's another light down there. There's another light at the end of the garden. And I've got CDs all around. I'll explain those to you in just a moment. Those Japanese beetles were wreaking havoc on my Vortex beans. I had to take quick evasive action. Oh, I sure did too. They was working on my okra too. Saw my okra down there to the next pole. I got jalapenos on the other side. They're looking good. And the dead crow on the pole. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I gotta get started. Gotta work my way through there today. Gotta get these over here today. I've got a couple of rogue tomato plants in there. There being one of them right there. It is what it is. Look at all that work right there they're doing. Might have a few tater bugs, I don't know. Not many. I walk it about twice when I'm down here. I'm down here about every other day. So I go through and I kill them off. Have a popping party. Got old Jughead down there moving. Those scarecrows are just so simple to make. And they're effective. Most certainly are. They move with the wind. This is the lower garden, children. I never would have imagined it would have turned out this way. Far better than I would have expected. You see them bean vines topping out and starting to roll over. I'll have to put them on the cable down there. Let the bees do their work. We got maters hanging. Maters, and more maters. And more maters. I've got plenty of cane poles. I'll lay my cane poles up, work my vines over. Everything nice, neat, and taken care of. But that is an update on the lower garden. I'll try to give you an update added to this on the upper garden this evening. I'm going to go harvest some plums. Yeah. But, been a lot of work. A lot of work. Security measures. The good old 2-strand electric fence. That will absolutely zip you right real good. Trust me, I know. And I got 3 strands of 50-pound test line filament. Fishing line. 50 pound. Deers can't see it, so they don't know where to jump. Kind of gives you a 3D effect when you're looking at it. You really don't know where it starts and where it ends. That low line's for the coyotes and the coons and the rabbits and possums and whatnot. Now, so far, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing. But so far, I've not had any issues with any wildlife. There's a bird up there. Hello, buddy. You got a nest right there. There's apples in this tree here too. These are called sheep's nose or sheep's face. Look how pretty. Not many, but still, you know, can some apples. There you go. But that's an update on the lower garden. This is my morning view every morning when I come down here. Look at horses in the field, turkeys in the field. I see deer in the field. But as of yet, no issues. Old Jughead moving around there. This your boy String Bean. Hold on now. I'll give you an update on the upper garden. Stay with me, children. Now about those lights. The purpose of those lights, and it works, trust me. See these? Pick up that light. It looks just like a strobe. Matter of fact, buddy John came down here a while ago and he said, I kept looking, I didn't know you put another light. I just put that there just a couple of days ago. And he said, I come in, I seen a light down there, a flickering. He said, no, I couldn't see them others because of the beams. He said, so I watched and I watched. He said, I got my binoculars out and I looked, and I really couldn't tell what it was. So he eased down the fence row. And he's a Vietnam vet, so you know the deal. Eased down the fence row and he said, I didn't know you put that light up. He said, it was that light. So if you don't have power in your field, and I don't, and you want to try to do everything that you can to protect your garden from wildlife, do the mobile scarecrows. I got 3 of them. They're simple to make and they work. Electric fence goes down there. Well, I guess I have got electric up here then, don't I? Not the kind you want. Trust me. The fishing line, the lights and CDs, junk DVDs, whatever you got. That ain't nothing guaranteed. That ain't nothing 100% foolproof, but the more you do, the less likely you're going to have any issues with any critters coming into your garden. Hey guys, it's your boy String Bean, Mountain Bush Crafters Alliance. We're heading down to the upper garden. That's Dasaki tomatoes. One of them just about, I don't know if it's gonna make it or not, but I've never grown these before, but I mean, I've got tomatoes, more tomatoes as if I need them. Just harvested some of the long and improved cucumber, and I mean, they are huge. I think cats will make anything. You got peppers right here. I'm getting in a hurry. Been down in the lower garden all day today, and I can tell it. Peppers, peppers, more peppers, sweet bananas, cabbage. But I just pulled 4 huge cucumbers out of here. I may insert a picture in here. But yeah, more cucumbers. We got Yukon Gold. Little short row of Yukon Gold. Had some replants. Onions up there. I start working my beans over up here too. Lord have mercy. Run behind, boys, run behind. Run behind, run behind. I'm for more run behind. But them's a little greasies, nevertheless. The little greasy beans. That's peaches and cream. Oddly enough, I don't see no bees. Yeah, there's 1 or 2. Not many. Not many at all. Heck, I don't know what's going on here. We've got 2 rows of Kennebec potatoes. And over there we've got 2 rows of Pontiacs. So, I don't know. There's a few bees, not many. Yeah, there's a few. Not like down in the lower garden. Lower garden buzzing. Buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. 4 or 5 bees have work ourselves about down. But now we've got silk, tasseling. See any bees? I don't know, man. There's one. One little feather. Act like they're not interested in it. Ain't that crazy? They're working it just a little bit, not much. That lower garden is buzzing wide open. Nevertheless, we've got 400 foot of peaches and green. Like I say, we've got 200 foot of Camelbacks. We've got 200 foot of the Pontiacs. We got 2 mounds of watermelon, which need straw severely. Right now, while the filler vines is what I'm talking about. See them little vines right there? Them little filler vines right there. Shot. Filler vines. See how they wrap and pull? You want those on straw. This helps the plant. Chokes out the weeds and such, but it does help the plant. Nevertheless, really the only thing I need to do up here is I hoed just a couple of days ago. It hadn't been too long ago. Yeah, it was bad. Probably need to sucker some of this corn seeds right here. Some of that's got to be suckered. When I say that, you got 1, 2, 3 stalks of corn, or 3 ears of corn per stalk. Get rid of that. You're feeding that for nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing but take away from the corn itself. Yeah. And we had some no-shows. On those replants. And I got a jug head up here, of course. Yeah. Greasies are walking the dog, ain't they? But I need to get them worked over. Garden number 2. I hear them now. Yeah, they're coming in. It's not like the lower garden. This is up the road from my house probably about 3/4 of a mile, half mile. My lower garden's about 6 miles down the road from where I live. Yeah, they're working it. Not as much, but there are some bees working the corn. It's a good thing. Yeah. Hey, if you're not subscribed, consider doing so. If you like this kinds of videos, because it's planting season, this is what it's going to be for a while, this and canning, until trap season comes in. A mosh posh of videos, whatever, music, bushcraft, woodworking, hiking, camping, living off grid, whatever. As long as we're out here somewhere. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. Smash that thumbs up if you want to. Hit your notification bell to be notified of the progress we're making. Oh, they're coming in now. Yeah. They're coming in. I was going to stay longer. I'll catch you out there somewhere. Time to go home. Been at it almost 8 hours, 9 hours. Thanks for watching.